Okay, what's up, y'all? Hopefully I'm like sturdy. Okay. I'm coming in today to do a little video. I want to say it's gonna be quick, but y'all know I can be very long-winded. So I don't know how long it's gonna be. But I thought I actually got in from the gym a little while ago. So I thought I would do kind of an update type video, but a little more than that, for my Flab to Fab. I haven't done a video since last year, so I kind of wanted to do something, just checking in and saying hey to any of you guys who have been following the Flab to Fab series, and also to my new subbies, because I've gotten a lot of comments and questions about my weight loss. I guess, you know, people come and sub to me at different times and for different reasons. And a lot of times you sub to somebody, you may flip through some of their videos, but not all of them, you know what I mean? So some people ask, you know, oh, I saw your older videos and you've really lost a lot of weight. How have you done it? What have you been doing? The whole nine. So I just kind of wanted to come and just give it kind of an update of what I'm doing now. So you guys who have been following, and just a little backstory for you guys who may not have seen my other videos or really, you know kind of what I had been doing. But I will say I did my first Flab to Fab video in December 2010, and I weighed myself like right before I did that video. That was the first time I had weighed myself, and I don't even know how long. Like, it had been a minute, because when I stepped on that scale, I was like, ah, the devil is a liar, because I don't weigh that much. But I was 242 then. So today, this is what, March 15th, 2012. I weighed myself earlier. Now, my scale's a little bootleg, but the scale said that I'm 204 pounds. So, woohoo! I've lost a few, just a few. But I am like really happy with myself, really happy with the results. I'm really happy with my progress. That was a time in my life where I never thought that I would be able to say, oh, like I actually did what I was supposed to do and I lost weight. I just didn't see it. But I think it feels so much better that I have done it in a healthy way and actually done it what I consider the right way. Now, you do what works for you, do what's best for you. I'm not a doctor. I, you know, can't make any recommendation about what you should do in order to get into shape. But for me, I feel a little bit of a greater sense of accomplishment because I lost the weight actually changing my eating habits and exercising. You know what I mean? If you guys have watched some of my older videos, then you know, but any of my new subbies, or you know, people who maybe have never watched any of the Flab to Fab series may not know, I kind of decided that I wanted to change my lifestyle. I wanted to change my habits in general. Over time, I've done fad diets. I've done, you know, let's try and do some quick weight loss type thing, you know, here and there, back and forth. And it may have worked for a little while, but it was nothing that was long lasting because it wasn't really true. You know what I mean? So I may lose 10 pounds right now, but if in my head I'm still an overeater, it's not gonna last. You know what I'm saying? Because eventually then my old habits will creep back up. So I made a decision that I wanted to change my lifestyle because I knew that the only way that I could kind of get healthier was to make some drastic changes with just the way I ate, and just my habits, you know what I mean, what I did on a day-to-day basis, so I could get myself healthier, you know what I mean? Because I honestly, and I said this before, like right around that time, I swear to you guys, I really don't know if this is what it was, but I swore I was having heart palpitations. Like, I really, truly did. Like, I've never felt one. I don't know what they feel like, but I felt like I was having some type of cardiac episode, okay? I started noticing how it was so much more difficult for me to get upstairs, and like one of my knees was bothering me, and I was just like, I should not be feeling like this. Like, I shouldn't. Like, there's really no excuse. So I decided I was gonna do it. So I started my journey. It was kind of crazy to call it a journey because I wasn't thinking about it like that at the time. I was just like, I need to get this weight off of me. And I pretty much started by just really being truthful with myself. It's really something that I recommend that anybody who's like on a weight loss journey does. If you just try to lose 5 to 10 for the summertime, then it may not be a big of an issue for you. But if you trying to really make a change, like a lifestyle change, and really lose some pounds, I think it is imperative that you are like 100% truthful with yourself. And I mean in regards to everything. Like, how do you feel about yourself? Do you really want to lose the weight? Why do you want to lose the weight? How did you gain the weight? You know what I mean? What is the reason? Because people can gain weight for a myriad of reasons. It may be health. You may have been going through a depression or going through a lot of stress. You may be an emotional eater. You may have some issues that you're suppressing, and it's being manifested through your eating habits. Like, it happens, y'all, for real. I mean, it could be a number of things. So I think it's really important to be truthful with yourself about, you know, how you got to the place where you are, why you want to lose the weight. I'm gonna tell you right now, if it's not for you, it's not gonna last. Maybe if it's for your kids, but I mean, if you don't truly want to lose the weight for yourself, it won't be long lasting. I actually wanted to do a video on this, and I didn't get to do it, and I may still do another one because I feel like it's something that needs to be like spoken on. But I got a comment from one of my, well, not a comment, a personal message from one of my subscribers, and she was talking about one of the videos that I did when I first started Flab to Flab. It was called Selfishness, and I actually put a link to that video in this video. And I was just talking about how it's important to, you know, love yourself enough or have enough selfishness to determine that, you know, weight loss is something that you want to do for you. You can't do it for anybody else. You can't do it for your kids. You can't do it for your boo. You can't do it because it's hot right now. But you have to really want to do it for you, because if you don't, it's not going to last. And you really won't be motivated to do what you need to do to get it done. And she was just when she saw the video, she said that it was inspiring to her, but she just talked a little about the fact that she had been in a relationship with a guy who told her that I would love you a little bit more, I would like you more if you would lose some weight. What? Like he came out of his mouth and told her that. Like, what? That's another video. But she was saying that she started doing things to lose weight, and she was doing it for him. And even after all of that, he turned around and left her. And it's like, she's like, well, dang, I was doing all of this, and then, you know, he left anyway. All of that is just to say, you can't do it for nobody else. You can't. Like, it has to be for you, and you have to decide that this is something that I truly want to do, and forget everybody else in the world. If nobody goes to the gym with me, if nobody sweats with me, if I'm the only one sitting at the table eating a salad, and everybody else is picking out on the best fried chicken that them ever hit this earth, I'm going to do it because this is something I need to do for me, and I'm going to get it done. So just being honest with yourself about why you're doing it and what got you there. My thing was snacking. I had horrible eating habits. It wasn't even like I didn't eat a whole lot of big meals, but I snacked like crazy. And it was just like everything horrible. And when I did eat meals, more often than not, I was eating fast food. So with every fast food combo, you're going to get a soda. So I'm drinking sodas regularly. All kind of cupcakes, cookies, ice cream, chips. I mean, any kind of snack stuff, I ate it. And my routine was one that was so irregular that I didn't really have, like, you know, this is what I eat now, and then I eat this, and then I, you know, and have a regular schedule. Everything was kind of erratic as far as, because like back in the day when I was in school, it was kind of like classes here, classes there, sometimes in the morning, sometimes in the evening, sometimes none at all. And it was just kind of like, okay, kind of eat something in between there. And most of the time it wasn't anything good. And after I left school for a while, I was unemployed. So it was like sleep in, you know, get up, look for some jobs on the computer, you know what I mean, do this, maybe run an errand or so, and you just kind of getting some stuff here. I'm just sitting around watching TV, so I'm grazing, you know what I mean. And even when I started working, it wasn't necessarily 9 to 5, so it was just, you know, it was really erratic. I think that when I started working a more traditional 9 to 5 type job, it helped because it kind of provided a routine for me, and it helps kind of get things in line. But all the snacking that I was doing was horrible. I overate. That was my issue. I was an overeater. 100%. Every single meal I was eating until I was stuffed. And I was just like, and you know, your body takes a little while before it, you know, determines its fullness, or you get the full sensation. So I would be full and continuing to eat. So by the time I got the sensation, I was stuffed. Every meal I was leaving fat full because that's how much I was eating. It was too much. It was in excess. And then I had no activity. None. So it was like, Where the food going? Hips, butt, arm, stomach, the little chicken cutlet to my back. That's where it was going. So I decided I kind of just wanted to revamp everything. I knew that depriving myself wasn't gonna work because I love food too much. I enjoy sweets. I enjoy having a good meal. I enjoy going out to the restaurants and eating out and all the rest of that stuff. So deprivation wasn't gonna be the key. So I chose to just use moderation, and I cut back in my portion sizes and in the type of things that I ate, and just try to make better food choices. So initially it was about food, and I just kind of revamped that, making sure I was eating regularly throughout the day. And what that allowed me to do is it helps my metabolism, because I was constantly digesting food and it wasn't giving my body a chance to just let that stuff sit and settle. And especially because I work at a desk 24/7. I'm sitting down the better part of the day, you know what I mean? So I usually in the very beginning, I used the Kellogg's products a lot. So their protein shakes and their protein bars and snack bars, I ate those often for just like little snacks in between meals to keep me full, to keep me from being hungry. Because I know I'm a snacker and I like to graze. Like I like to, as I'm on the computer, eat a little this or that. I just started bringing snacks around that were better for me. So I would eat dried fruits. I love, like, if you want like a sweet tooth, if you like mangoes, like dried mangoes, that is my stuff right there. Because you can eat a couple pieces and it's just like it gets you where you need to be for sweetness, and it's not as bad as, like, I mean, it has sugar obviously, but it's not as bad as like eating a honey bun, you know what I'm saying? But dried fruit, almonds, I love almonds. That's my stuff, okay? Those 100-calorie snack packs. I talked about a lot of these things in my You Are What You Eat video. I put a link to that video below or somewhere in the annotations as well, so you guys can see that one if you haven't. But just started making better snack choices. I like to eat out, like I said. I started eating less fast food. And when I did, I tried to make better choices. Some places that maybe had some healthier options. Or choosing smaller sizes like Chick-fil-A. I love Chick-fil-A waffle fries. Boo. What? They the business. Like, I can eat them all day. Give me some barbecue sauce. What? Yeah. So what I started doing is when I go Chick-fil-A, I get kids meals. Or if I wanted to actually get like a sandwich or something, a full size something, I wouldn't get the combo. Now it may cost a little more depending, but to me that outweighed, you know, the fact that I would be eating more than I needed to eat. So I may just get the sandwich and a drink. Oftentimes I wouldn't even get the drink because I would have water. And I would get like the small fry, you know, that comes in a little bag rather than the big, you know, hunk of pound of fries. So just kind of making better choices here and there. Like I said, I incorporated a whole lot more water. I'm constantly drinking water throughout the day. Like I be in the bathroom like, nobody's business, but constantly drinking water and just try to make better food choices. So I would eat smaller portions, not eating as much. It took me a long time, and this was one thing that I had to condition myself to do. And this is how I knew that my eating was out of control before. I had to condition myself to eat until I was satisfied. You know what I mean? Because I think oftentimes the portions are so big. They're going to give you so much food just because it's America. Like, that's just how we are. But I don't know if it's even more in Texas. I don't know. But portions are going to be humongous almost everywhere you go. And you almost feel some type of way if you don't get a big portion. Like, where's the rest of my food? Because I know I paid for, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's how accustomed you've grown to getting so much food. So I had to get my body into a place where I could understand when I was satisfied, when I ate enough. And that really took work. Like, I had to really concentrate on that because I was so used to eating so much. And I talked about this before in another one of my videos. I got to the point where I would literally have a physical reaction to eating just enough. When I ate just enough and I felt that satisfaction, I would stop. I would push away from the table. And my body, I felt like a crackhead, y'all. Real life. Like, my tongue was tingling. Like, I'm feeling this sensation like, you know you want to eat some more. Just take another bite. Just a little bit. Just, come on, just a little bit. And I felt jittery. Like a crackhead would feel, like, wanting another fix. Like, what? That is crazy to me. And it said to me, like, you were eating too much. You were addicted. And my body had become so used to that that was a norm. You know what I mean? And that's what it expected. So I had to condition myself to eat what was enough, to eat smaller portions. And you'd be surprised. I mean, the stomach is not that big, honestly. You know what I mean? So if you think about the capacity of your stomach in real life, you know, you don't always need, I speak to myself, I didn't need to eat as much as I was eating. I was overeating regularly. I was eating 2 to 3 portions at a time. You know what I mean? So I had to condition myself to get used to eating what was necessary, and I found that over time, and to today, it's like I can eat enough and I'm fine. Like, I don't even think about it. Like, last night I went to dinner, and my meal, I got like this lemon pepper chicken. So it actually came with 2 chicken breasts. I got broccoli and I got mashed potatoes. I love mashed potatoes. Do I eat? Yes. You best believe it. But I didn't eat all of it. So I ate one of my chicken breasts. I ate half of my broccoli and half of my potatoes, and the other half I have in the refrigerator. And I'm going to have for probably lunch tomorrow, because I meant to take it to lunch today, but I forgot. But because I've grown accustomed and conditioned my body to eat only what I need, to eat what is enough, to eat till I'm satisfied and not more than that, till my hunger is satisfied, I don't have that urge anymore to continue to go and go. You know what I mean? So I can eat enough and be fine. You know what I mean? Stop drinking as many sodas. I didn't even realize how many I was drinking, but every time I was getting them combos, I was getting soda. And y'all, I love me a good cold Dr. Pepper. Whew. A cold Dr. Pepper or a cold Bart's root beer. What? Oh, Jesus. But I have to say, I can't have those as regularly. So I have them every now and then, but definitely not as much as I did before. So it's just about moderation. That's really what I've been doing. When I changed my, this is gonna be a long video, sorry. But when I changed that and I started seeing the results from eating better, making better food choices, I decided to incorporate exercise. So I started doing Zumba at home. I bought the Zumba kit from Amazon. Started doing Zumba at home. I started doing Jillian Michaels. I would go to a park near my house, and initially I started off walking the trail. It was, I mean, I've said this before, it's good to have support, but you have to, even with that support, be prepared to do this on your own if you need to. You know what I mean? Like, that kind of shows just how important it is, and that it really is something that you are doing for you if you can do it by yourself. But it is great to have support. So in the beginning, the Booski, he was supporting me, he was walking with me, you know what I'm saying? And that really was a help. So because I wasn't really doing a lot of exercise, I started off walking. And I would just walk the track. And then when I got a little bit better, I would like walk for 2 minutes and jog for 1. And I would like have my phone and like set a timer. So I'd jog for 2 or walk for 2 minutes and then jog for 1. And then it got to the point where I would walk for 1 and jog for 1. And then I would walk for 1 and jog for 2. And it just builds up over time, and just continue to, you know, increase my activity level until I got to where, okay, I'm really doing this. Started getting my crunches in and all kind of little exercises I could pick up here and there. I would walk the subdivision, walk the neighborhood, and I was really starting to see results. And then eventually I ended up getting a gym membership, and that's kind of where I am today now. So the gym membership, I never thought that I would get nobody's gym membership. What? Gym? Who do that? Not me. I don't go no gym. But it was like God was saying, girl, slap me upside my head. You know you need to be in the gym. But they opened the gym like not far from my house. And it was $10 a month, y'all. Like, you can't really beat $10 a month for a gym membership. And I didn't have to pay no initiation fees, no nothing. I gave them $10 that day. And that's what I've been paying every month. So it was like the Lord was saying, you ain't got no excuse. So I started doing the gym and started getting on the machines and getting some comfortableness there. And it's just kind of been building from there. Like, I went in with the mindset, I'm going to get it done because I'm trying to get this weight off. You hear me? I wasn't trying to be cute. I wouldn't, look, I'm a sweat. I'm a, look, I'll be looking a hot mess. And I ain't trying to holler. I ain't trying to pull no numbers. I'm trying to pull this weight off, okay? So I get it in. So, like, now my routine is I typically work out at least about 3 times a week. I usually do Zumba twice a week, Tuesday and Thursday. My Zumba teacher on Tuesday, she's good. I love her. But that Thursday teacher, what? Works you out, okay? Like, have, like, drench. Like, I sweat when I work out, but I'm not, like, a heavy sweater. Like, you know, people that just, like, they lift a weight and they, that's not me. But that Thursday class, head to toe. You hear me? head to toe, sore leaving the class. Not even the next day. You know how you like, ooh, I gotta go work out in. You go to bed, you wake up the next morning like, kind of sore. No, leaving the class. I'm walking to the car like this. Did I just leave Zumba for real? Like, she don't play, okay? But I love it. Like, my whole body, I feel my abs and my arms and my thighs and my butt. But it's amazing. I love it. I love Zumba because it kind of, it's like exercise, but you don't necessarily feel like you're exercising. So my advice would be to anybody who's trying to do this, especially if you're starting out, find something that works for you. These are just things that work for me and how I did it, but do what works for you. If you need something that's low impact and maybe you have some joint issues or something, look into like water aerobics or swimming. Or if you like the outdoors, get your butt on a trail and jog it or walk it, or get a bike. You can go to Goodwill and get a bike for real and jog around. It's getting warmer outside and nicer outside, which is even more reason to get out and just do something to be active. I know the gym isn't for everybody. I definitely never thought I'd be in the gym, but find something that works. You could get in some kickboxing. You get into the YMCA. They hold all types of fitness classes and courses. If you're not ready to really work out in groups yet or in public, get you some DVDs. Get on that Wii or that Connect, or you know what I'm saying, all these other things that they have that offer great ways to incorporate exercise into your daily routine that's not too much and you don't feel like, you know, it's not so daunting, you know what I mean? So you can really enjoy it and get the workout too. So that's really what I've been doing. My Zumba, I do the elliptical too. I'm trying to incorporate some weight training. I really need to do more weight training nowadays. I've been really heavy on the cardio lately and kind of fell off from my weight training a little bit, but I need to get back on it because summertime coming. I'm trying to tighten it up. What? I'm trying to be on the beach like boom, boom. See, look, trying to be fast, boom, boom, pow. Sorry, but yeah, but that's what I've been doing, y'all. I know it's a long video. It's like really long. But anybody who's like on a journey and you're thinking about it and you've been like, I need to get up and do it. I know it's hard. I know. I never thought that I would be here. Like really. Like I said in some other videos how I started and stopped. I've had a couple relationships in my life. Relationships, man, they can be helpful or they can be hurtful. That were with some people that I love to death. But we were both in those different relationships, overweight, living very unhealthy lifestyles, and we made it okay for each other. You know what I mean? We encouraged one another in our gluttony. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, we fat and we don't need to eat this, but it's cool because we're doing it together. Hey, you know, like that kind of thing. So that didn't help, but I just feel like if you really feel like you want to do it, you can do it, y'all. I know it seems hard. I never thought. You asked me, I'd be going to the gym a couple times a week. Like, I'm going to the gym almost every day after work. Never. Ask me last year if I'd be doing this. I laughed in your face. Girl, stop. Gym. What? They got that on TV? It's a new show? Gym. I don't, But I have got into it. And I think seeing the results is even more, like, inspiration. There's this lady in my Zumba class. And she's like, she's lost about almost 100 pounds over the last year, and she's completely changed her eating habits, and she does like almost all the workout classes at the gym, and she's in Zumba. That woman is so inspirational to see other people. Like she is the energy of the class, you hear me? And the way our instructor does it is, of course, they show you the moves, but she'll give you demonstration to where if you're on a lower level, you know, you can do something little low pace, but if you can pump it up and really get into it to really get the fullness of the workout. That lady, y'all, and she still isn't where she wants to be at. She feels like she still has a lot to go. I mean, she is pumping it, you hear me? Like, life of the class, every move we doing, woo, yeah, like she is so into it, and it's so inspirational, you know what I mean? So that kind of thing, it kind of puts you in the mind space of, why am I not focused? But it's encouraging, like things like that. So when you start to see progress, it kind of helps you, like, you know what, I can do this. And then I find myself doing things on the bikes and the elliptical and everything like that I used to do when I used to be dead tired. I'm just like running through it like it's not even nothing. I was just thinking today, I should really increase the level because this is a little too easy for me, you know what I mean? I know this is a long video, y'all, and if you're not interested in Flab to Fab, I'm sorry. If you stay to the end, I love you for it. But I just want to come in and just let you guys know, like, how I kind of got to where I am now and what I've been doing. I've just been maintaining my eating everything in moderation, but I'm enjoying everything. Like, I'm not depriving myself of anything. I have cake when I want it. I love cupcakes, y'all. Cupcakes are like sent from heaven. But they're perfect because you're not eating the whole cake. They're just the right amount. Just the right amount. And I love stuff like that. But I have my indulgences. I do not deprive myself, but I don't overdo it. And I just constantly think about, you know, when I do get the urge to fall back in, you know, that ain't what you want, girl, that ain't what you want. And I just push that away and keep moving. But I just wanted to come and let you guys know, you know, just kind of where I'm at. I'm trying to get under that 200 mark. These last few pounds just not trying to hurt, but ain't trying to budge. But I'm trying to get them under in the next few months. I want to be definitely under 100. I mean 100. Jesus, 200 by my birthday, and that's like a whole lot of time to get rid of like 4 or 5, however many pounds I need to lose. So my birthday's in July, so I should be good. But yes, that's where I'm at. If I'm 199 pounds for the rest of my life, I'll be happy. No lie, I'll be so happy. But yeah, just want to come in. I know it's a crazy long video, and hopefully I'll post it, because you know sometimes I get to upload and it takes 45 minutes to upload. I'll be like, girl, please, and I shut down the computer. But just wanted to come. I hope that I've been an inspiration to anybody. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, please leave them below. And look up my Flab videos if you're just interested in kind of seeing just what I did and just kind of seeing me along the way. It'll kind of give an insight into what was going on with me and what I was doing and all of that kind of stuff. But yes, like I said, I'm very proud of myself and my progress and where I'm going and where I'm at and all that stuff. So yeah, like I said, if you have any questions, let me know and I'll help in any way that I can. And yeah, that's it. So I'll see y'all next one. Deuces.